When you stop and think about it, timing really is everything. Knowing just the right time to make that important decision or ask that important question can often be the determining factor between success and failure. After all, you wouldn't ask your boss for a raise right after you lose an important client or make a costly mistake. You wait until you bring in that big new account or figure out how to save the company thousands of dollars. Knowing the right time to buy inventory for your business is just as important as the goods you buy. So let's look at a few basic tips on timing your purchases. Finding that sweet spot can be tricky, but you know your business and your sales better than anyone else. Let's say, for example, you plan on selling swimwear, and you want to have your first load of merchandise available for sale the first week of April. Assuming you need about a week to tag and prep your first order of the season, and that it takes 2 weeks to process and deliver your order, that means you should be ordering between the first or second week of March. Being the first into the new season has its advantages. You're picking up all those preseason sales, establishing a firm base on which you can quickly build upon. Want a season of great sales? Get an early start, and you will be rewarded. It's probably happened to all of us at some point. You're at a party, having a great time, and then suddenly you realize it's 1 a.m. and everyone else has left. This sort of thing happens all the time in retail, especially around the change in seasons. Let's say it's April. It's nearing the end of the winter season. Still a bit cold outside, and the sales are good, so you decide to double down and get some more fall-winter clothing. You place your order. 2 weeks go by, and you receive your order. The only problem is now it's sunny and 65 degrees out. Those heavy winter items are about to be buried in the closet again and replaced with lighter spring-summer apparel. Demand drops rapidly, and you could potentially hold on to this merchandise for longer than you want to. So a general rule of thumb to follow: don't be the last guest at the party. So when should you reorder? When half or 3/4 of the goods are sold? Now this may sound reasonable, but the problem with this idea is that your sales are already on the decline because of lack of inventory. Once you've selected a lot, placed an order, and it's delivered, virtually all of your inventory is now sold, and your cash flow has dried up. When should you be reordering? When you have all of your inventory available for sale and your sales are peaking, not when they are on the decline. Always keep some dollars in reserve for your next order. Do not rely entirely on your current sales to place your next order. So to summarize what we've said so far, get in early, don't be the last out, and reorder when sales are peaking. Now the curveball, and this is for the seller not afraid of holding some inventory. It can pay big dividends buying out of season and knowing the best time to do this. Why buy out of season merchandise? Well, because you can score some really great merchandise. For example, winter is the best time to start stocking up on spring-summer merchandise. The best of the best goods from the previous year are now available, and demand is low. You can score some really great lots at end-of-season prices. What to look for when shopping off-season? Those high-end items that sell well in and out of season. Again, this strategy is not for everyone, but the rewards can be big if you time it correctly.